Hi, this is Fielding Buck. I'm here with Tim Guy, and we want to tell you what to expect at Knott Scary Farm this year and also Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. Now, Tim, you have a pretty much foolproof strategy for getting through Knott's, don't you?
It's foolproof. I've tested this method. I've actually trademarked it. So what you do is you go to the buffet before. They offer this buffet. You can go. It's like an hour and a half before, and you get all the the Knott's chicken and the boysenberry, and then they let you in a half an hour before the park opens to everyone else. And what you should do is run directly to the mine ride or the log ride, which is the log ride's Evil Dead this year, the remake they're doing. If you don't, those usually, the lines will back up pretty long for those. On a busy night, I would say at least hour and a half. So you want to get those out of the way first.
Yeah, I agree. Buffet only costs like 20 bucks extra. You're going to eat anyway, so it's a good value. And if you do this, you can get through most of the mazes in an hour or two. But personally, I would go straight to Ghost Rider, which is where they have 4 mazes clustered. They've got one new maze. It's called Trick or Treat, and it's really interactive with the actors. It's got some great design.
Interactive, like they give you candy when you say trick or treat, or it's a trick?
The actors do more than jump out of corners at you. Yeah, there's a little bit of drama going on. And then we have 2 of last year's classics, Delirium, which is really creepy. You're surrounded by insects, and you kind of go into a digestive system. Trust me, you'll like it.
I'll take your word on that one.
And then Endgame, which is sort of set in a dystopic future, and it's all chaotic and loaded with all sorts of nasty people. And
it's not a Knott Scary Farm unless they have an apocalyptic future maze. They always have one.
Exactly. Okay, and then they brought back one classic from 1995, and Tim, you actually went on the original version, didn't you?
I actually went in 1995. It's called Dominion of the Dead. It's vampires, not those sparkly kind. Those aren't scary in a certain way. We're talking like spooky vampires. It was in a different place when I saw it,
yeah.
But back then, everyone agreed, even to this day, in 40 years of Knotts, they say that 95 one and those, one of the best mazes they've ever done.
Yeah, and I talked to some of the cast members, they agree. It's almost a black and white look. It's unlike anything you'll find anywhere, even at Universal, which, I gotta admit, I love Knott's and Universal equally, but for different reasons. Knott's is like the granddaddy. They invented it. They got all the bases covered. Universal has all those Hollywood special effects, high quality gore, and they have a lot of gore. It's where you go if you like blood and guts.
And they have a lot of trademark characters that are well known in the horror genre to play off of.
Right, yeah, or they contract with other studios. This year, they're big on The Walking Dead, which is on AMC, and that is the subject of the Terror Tram. You get off the tram, you walk around Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho House while there's all these lurching zombies just kind of doing their lurching thing. There's also
they were trying to balance.
Yeah, pretty much. And don't wear heels on the tram or you'll be trying to balance heat too. And there's also a separate maze for The Walking Dead where they get to chew on entrails a little bit more. So if that's your thing. My favorite was Alice Cooper's Alice Cooper Goes to Hell in 3D. It is 3D, you wear cheap cardboard glasses, but I think the 3D really works for this one. It's witty and gory at the same time.
The paint looks very day glow.
Yeah, it does. And yeah, it sort of makes the walls seem like they're not solid. And at one point, the floor doesn't seem solid either. And it's very ghost-like.
Now, I did see in one of your photos that if you go there and attempt to ride normal rides, you're looking at a pretty long wait.
Pretty long wait. I got front of the line. I don't want to shill for Universal, but it's a long drive for the Inland Empire, and for me, it's just worth it to avoid the lines. Run up the price to around $100 total, though.
And that gets you not only to the front of the line of mazes, but you can go into a few rides of that too.
You can go to the rides, only get to go once on everything.
Okay, so Transformers, you're done.
Yeah. You can go front of the line at Transformers if you want to, and The Simpsons.
Well, that's scary on its own, so.
Exactly. Okay. Well, that's what we have. We got some new mazes coming up next week, and thank you for watching.